Shalom, shalom. Knock na waha aibar inshallah walakim la thumb. Call Shabawai Bahar Kha wa Kakshaw Yahweh Bashmi Al Shah. Hey, with the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Al Shah to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Nacham Atam Kaya Hamalakwath Hashemayim Korah. Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Layim La Yahweh Bashmi Al Shah Basham Kha Hakodash. Wamashana Kabadim Duquaim Nawa. Wamala Akim Show Yeshala Hazaquim Hagada War. Wahasa Washalawam. Wabrakim Lahabakhay Shaka Shalawam. Alright, so all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Bahashem in the name, Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. So this is an article on RT. It says food prices in Austria skyrocket data. Consumer prices saw their highest annual increase last year since 1975. Food prices in Austria have continued to soar, rising on average by 15.7% last month, the National Statistics Office reported on Monday. According to the agency, food and non-alcoholic beverages jumped in December by 16.1% compared to the same month a year ago. Price pressure increased, particularly for milk, cheese, and eggs, which in eggs is bayatazium or bayatazium. Yeah, that's how you say eggs in Hebrew. It says up by 24% in annual terms. Meat was also significantly more expensive in December, with its price growing 18.1% year on year. Bread and cereals increased by 16.1%, and last year, or 2021, if I'm not mistaken, they basically went into how cereal and bread they was gonna be hot commodities because those things are becoming expensive. You see, but it's only the price for those is only going to increase. It says vegetables by 14.9%. Consumers had to pay 28.6% more for oils and fats, including for butter, up to 33.2%. Fruit prices also rose by 4.4%. Data showed. The consumption index in Austria in December amounted to 116.1% points. The count is being compared with the base data from 2020. In general, consumer prices in Austria rose by an average of 8.6% last year, more than 3 times the inflation rate in 2021, and highest annual increase since 1975. Statistics Austria said. All right, it's a lot. I'll go back down. It says in December 2022, inflation continued to slow down at a high level on 10.2% after 10.6% in November. Both the electricity price break and the sharp drop in fuel price pressure contributed to the decline in the case of food and gastronomy. However, the upward trend in prices was still unbroken at the end of the year, said Statistics Austria Director General Tobias Thomas. According to Statistics Austria, gas prices in the country surged by 80.8% year on year in 2022. You see, and just from this, which we know, but everything is basically interconnected. Like if a price rises over here, it'll be felt over there. And it also shows that if one thing falls, everything else is going to have to pick up the slack somewhere in this economy. You see. So, the Lord is doing a number on America, Babylon the Great, and, around the world, you see, because judgment is going on around the world, but, chiefly America, Babylon the Great, but let's get some precepts real fast. This is 2nd Isaiah, also Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 21. It says, behold, victuals, and victuals goes into goods, all right, shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. All right. And this is going into this is leading up into hyperinflation. You see, that's why it says so good cheap upon earth, because That's when hyperinflation hasn't set in yet. It says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Sword, all right, and that's been increasing in the last couple of years. Famine, all right, that's been increasing as well. And great confusion. It's great confusion, you see. And for example, like right here, this is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 3. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. All right, and this Pharaoh represents the leadership or the leader of bondage. All right, which is Egypt. America is spiritual Egypt. All right, Babal. And the trust in the shadow. All right, the shadow represents protection or defense. All right, so those that trusted in the protection of captivity or oppression, your confusion. All right, so being that those those that trusted in oppression, you know, that's their confusion now. You see, going back to Second Ezra, you know, that great confusion because now they said, you know, just for example, you know, the most recent example with the whole the juice pack, you know, people are confused. You know, they said, hey, it's going to be one of the best things for your life. You know, you're going to be able to live, and so on and so forth, you know. But now people is dropping dead. So they like, well, shit, you know, it kind of burst their bubble, you know, because they put their hopes in something that was vain, you know. So now they sitting there confused. All right, let's get another one. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 6. It says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. See thou hurt not the oil and the wine. All right. And basically this is going into rationing out the food because, you know, it's a famine. All right. And right now it's expensive, but it's going to come to a point where it's going to be a day's worth of wages for food. All right, because that penny goes into the not the Russian, the Roman denarius or denarius, all right, which was a day's worth of wages. Which food is going to be a day's worth of wages to come. You see, right now we in inflation, but it's going to increase. You see, so just want to do something through the spirit. You know, Lord's will, was edifying, call Halayim La, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakdash. Hey, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that told me the truth and rule well. And much respect to you brothers out there pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, laila to shalom.